The rain in Neo Arcadia doesn't fall like real rain. It glitches halfway down, stuttering in neon-bright droplets before dissolving into pixel dust against the pavement. I've watched it 1,000 times from behind the windshield of my patrol cruiser, and it still unsettles me. 14 years on the force in a world built from code and chrome, and I've never gotten used to the way reality here bends at the edges. I flexed my right hand on the steering wheel, the ace of spades skull tattoo catching the glow of a passing advertisement drone. My left hand rested on the gear console, the vintage clock inked there reminding me of what it always reminded me of. Waste no time. Funny motto for a man who spent most nights idling in a cruiser, watching digital rain pretend to be real. Unit 7, we've got a 1031 at the Hex Lounge, level 12 of the Stack District. Possible data theft in progress. Respond. I grabbed the radio. Unit 7 copies en route. The Stack District was exactly what it sounded like. A vertical sprawl of gaming dens, mod shops, and entertainment halls piled on top of each other like someone had taken an entire city block and compressed it into a tower. The Hex Lounge sat near the top, one of those places where competitive gamers gathered to stream, battle, and burn through enough processing power to light a small country. I'd busted 3 data fencing operations there in the last year alone. I parked the cruiser on a hover pad at level 11 and took the grav lift up. My combat boots hit the floor of level 12 with a heavy thud that turned heads in the corridor. I'm not a small man. I'm aware of the space I take up. 6'3", shoulders like a freight loader, hair past my collar because no one in internal affairs has cared enough to enforce grooming standards since the reboot of 47. People see the badge and the build and they move. Tonight was no different. Except for one person. She was standing just outside the Hex Lounge entrance, illuminated by the flickering sign overhead, and she wasn't moving for anyone. A cascade of red hair fell to her waist, catching the neon in copper-bright streaks. Her dress was something else. Purple and turquoise pixels seemed to flow up and down the fabric in living patterns, like data streaming through fiber optic cables. The gaming glasses perched on her nose looked expensive, the kind with integrated HUD displays and cranial sync capability. Her shoes matched the dress, glowing faintly with the same purple turquoise pulse. She was arguing with someone on a holo call, gesturing with one hand while the other clutched a small potted plant, except it wasn't real. It was built from tiny interlocking blocks, the kind hobbyists snap together. A Lego succulent. I told you, Dex, I'm not running that tournament bracket until the server lag is patched. Last time I lost 3 hours of stream footage and my viewers roasted me for a week. She paused, listening. No, I don't care if the sponsor is Hold On. Her green-gray eyes lifted and locked onto mine. Something in her expression shifted, not fear exactly, more like a deer realizing it had wandered onto a highway. She ended the holo call without another word to whoever Dex was. "Officer," she said. A single word, careful and measured, like she was testing whether the ground beneath her was stable. "Ma'am, I'm responding to a report of data theft on this level. You know anything about that?" She blinked. Then she clutched the Lego plant tighter against her chest, as if I might confiscate it. "Data theft? Here? I mean, I've been out here for 10 minutes fighting with my manager about upload speeds, so I haven't exactly been inside committing crimes." There was something disarming about the way she said it, half defensive, half amused, like she found the whole situation absurd but was too nervous to fully commit to laughing about it. "I didn't say you were committing crimes." "Right, no, of course not, sorry, I do that, I jump ahead. My brain buffers weird." She tucked a strand of red hair behind her ear and stepped aside. "The lounge is through there. I'm Fel Quinn. I mean, that's my handle. Everyone calls me that. Even my mom, which is a whole other conversation. I almost smiled, almost. Maverick, I said, that's not a handle, that's just what's on my badge. She looked at me for a moment, really looked, and the pixel pattern on her dress seemed to pulse a little brighter. Then she dropped her gaze to the Lego plant and mumbled, "Cool boots." I walked past her into the Hex Lounge, but something made me glance back. She was still standing there, watching me go, the neon rain glitching around her like she was the one stable thing in a world full of broken code. Inside the lounge, someone had stolen something valuable. I could feel it in the tension, the way the regulars avoided eye contact. But standing at that threshold, I was thinking about green-gray eyes and a woman who carried fake plants because real ones didn't survive her care. "Waste no time," the tattoo said. I went to work,